Hello, welcome back to another live session, traders. On the second day, second session after the previous one, we are here at in this Forex Trading User Academy for our second live here, and I'm looking at to enter few trades in this session, and I hope that you guys also ready for another big trading session coming shortly after. This is an exclusive live session. We will be looking for trading opportunity in this session based on the multiple time frame analysis, and I'm looking at here in this market to see how the price action potentially be forming, and we can see some kind of move here, pretty strong move. We looked at after the previous sessions candle close, the market has eventually broken back below as we discussed. If we look at the daily chart here, this is interesting price action. We can see the market is ranging on this high and low from the daily perspective, which could take that market well below here or above this level. So let's begin this weekly Forex forecast to see that let's begin this week's best trade setup today. Do you think so? This week's best trade setup, and this is the second session. We had a previous one on, and I'm looking at here in this market for a potential entry. First of all, before we begin this session, awesome, thank you very much. Cool. Now, what do you see in the market? There is a very significant move. We can see safe havens are potentially bullish. So that means there is still some kind of, uncertainty in the market. Alright, so here is what I'm looking at, traders, in this area. What do you see here? This is a key area of support, right? And especially because we are looking at here short-term trade, and we are a short-term trader, and I was a swing trader, and I used to hold a trade for long, but now these days I mostly trade on a short term. I do open few sometime swing trades when I see a very high probability setup, but mostly you can trade on lower time frame and still can be profitable if you have the right strategy, right system, and that's what here that we will be looking at in this session as well. We will be looking at the lower time frame entry. So because there is a lower time frame entry, there is a very interesting correlation as well with the lower time frame and the higher time frame, guys. If you are trading on a higher time frame, such as on the 4-hour and daily, beside technical, also fundamental plays a crucial role. can also be, yes, this is what we are looking at, can be. Okay, so the fundamental plays a very important role because the interest rate decisions, rate cut and rate hikes are the major driver of the trend. But in terms of the short-term trading, such as on 1 minute and on 5 minutes, in a short-term trading, the mostly driver of the market is, besides technical, is also sentiment, right? So what is the breaking news? What is happening at the moment in the market and in the minds of the trader, right? So this is what we are looking at here as a short-term trader. Technically looking at traders daily chart, we have seen previously with, this is the Friday's candlestick pattern, followed by another daily candlestick pattern, back to back 2 day, followed by, we see that there is another daily candlestick pattern which is now in this narrow area, and with this narrow area on this zone here that we can see in that area, now we see the price is trying to push back here to this key resistance line, and that key resistance line that you can see, which is going back here to that key level, and off that key level that we could see the market is eventually breaking below of this level. So the market is approaching that, and we're going to the 4-hour chart here and also the lower time frame. The market is on the intraday. If you look at the 4-hour chart, the market is on this level of resistance, right, which is the 4-hour level of resistance, and off that 4-hour level of resistance that you can see that the market is eventually heading back to the previous area of value. Now with that previous area of value, we are approaching to that level here in that area. The market is now approaching now. Here is I'm looking at traders with this support. It initially bounced back to the upside, and which is going in that direction that you can see. It's maintaining this uptrend here, and that uptrend now could turn as we are looking at on the lower time frame. Now I'm on the 1 minute chart. We have seen there is a sudden drop which is in a downtrend, and off that downtrend here that I'm looking at here for the price action to eventually reverse back to the support level, as the market trend is, if you look at here, it's in an uptrend. We are looking to take this one towards the downtrend, towards the bearish move here, and in that bearish trend we will be looking at entry in that market, and this is what I'm looking at for another new lower low here. So once we see that entry opportunity, we are looking at possible sell. Now technically we can see sell. Let's look at the fundamental, and also I see there just been a red folder news has come up. Okay, so you don't know what is now just really shaping the market. What do you see here, guys? Okay, Trump, a whole civilization will die tonight. Okay, never to be brought back. I don't want that to happen, but probably we'll find out tonight. So that's a very what is in detail on the social trope. The whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again. I don't want that to happen, but it probably will. However, now that we have complete and total regime change, but different, smarter and less radicalized minds prevail. Maybe something revolutionary, wonderful can happen. Who knows? We'll find out tonight one of the most important moments in the long and complex history of the world. 47 years of extortion, corruption and death will finally end. God bless the great people of Iran. So there is a so let's look at from the we are mainly looking at the trader's perspective. Okay, the main focus here, how we will be looking at from the trader's point of view. So this is just in few minutes ago, right? So now how does the market reflected that? So firstly, oil that we can see, WTI is pretty from this support has bounced back to the upside. Gold is still, we saw that there was a breakout, and this hour the market is still moving in that direction here. So here the chances from the technical, we can see that it's downside. Now from the sentiment perspective, this is something that actually could definitely will have a bit of turmoil in the market. What do you see? Now from my point of view, in terms as a trader, so if you look at, there is a deadline which probably coming, in my zone is already night, or in that zone in night. And if so, the thing is, I think it's talking about the deal, and so it didn't reach, and I think there is some kind of back and forth. Let's look at what's happened with the Iran Revolutionary Guard wants neighboring. So you see, this is what I think the scoring pretty interesting fact here. Iran's Revolutionary Guard wants neighboring countries restraint is over, say it will target US and partners infrastructure. So it's a kind of like, okay, now in terms of our entry, the best approach here, traders, as a short-term trader, is to look for especially focusing on the risk management and then waiting for lower time frame entry, right? And lower time frame entry has another benefit, is that we can close it in a faster time. And that's why, if you guys looked at, for those who are using my automated trading system, also there's a filter. Okay, so there is a trend filter, there is a spread filter, because during those high impact news, something happen when there kind of high impact news comes on the market, sometime spread widens a lot due to the drop in volume, right? And that causes sometime difficulty. So closing the trade in a shorter period of time will give you always flexibility, as long as you have the right strategy. All right, now we see that there is something. This one is also both of them red folder, quite a few red folder. So it's two hours ago, Iran's Meher explosion hard on Karg Island. So there is something happened in the Karg Island. There was an explosion followed by some kind of reaction. And also this one, 4 hours ago, China adds to state gold reserves for 17 consecutive months. So China is still buying the gold, this is what it's saying. And with the Trump's social post and with the current so there has been explosion on cargo, and I think this is on just recent. So how we will be placing our entry? Now for me at the moment, because there is a very uncertain geopolitical situation, I would be highly depending on the shorter term entry, so that we can have entry fastest time, closing in a faster time, take profit as fast as you can. And get ready with a lot size calculator. Do you have that, or you use the online lot size calculator? Do you use any lot size calculator? Or you just trade by blind? Sometimes it's happen. Now with this break, it's now breaking below here on the lower time frame. The market in a consolidation here, and that is what make this price action very volatile here. And I'm looking at potential sell entry. This hour's high is here. We'll be looking at entry for this potential move back below in the sell side. And I'm here. Look at an entry. Let's have some music here as well, bit of louder. We had our previous session as well during the London session. Now I do here from this live session, we take some time when there's a spots available to the premium group with the full discounted coupon to experience the best trading system, and also many of my trades, including the automated system, also accessible to from the premium members here in the academy. So in this live session today, with the expiry of the older members, we have few spots currently available, and I will be taking few members today at the end of this session from this, or middle of this session from this live session. So make sure guys you stay interactive, and this will be fully discounted entry to the academy, including you can access this indicator. This is one of the best trading tools that we have developed in the academy. This is not only indicator, it's a direct signal generator. Also you can set alert on TradingView with a completely free account. It will give you entry, stop loss and take profit, and you can trade in anything. The only thing that you need to make sure you are not trading without lot sizing, right? So I saw that most of them doesn't do the lot sizing. Do you know the lot sizing? If you don't know, you can let me know in the live chat. We will be discussing on that one as well. there are free lot sizing app available, or you can use lot size calculator on your platform. Now this is also when I begin my trading, still these days I see the many traders don't pay attention to that part. The thing that just buy and sell fixed lot, it doesn't work. You have to limit each trade separately, and that's what it is, because each trade has a different stop loss pip. Because this is a very common question that I receive. I have a $1,000 account or a $5,000 account. How much lot should I buy or sell? And that's where I'm coming up with this talk, because it even shouldn't have any question if, regardless of your account size, the lot size will be automatically adjusted for each trade depending on how many pip your stop loss. Otherwise you will have an inconsistency in your trading account. Hi, bye. How to get the indicator? Okay, so to get the indicator, you have to be a premium member. Currently the premium entry is closed, but from this live session today, depending on how many spots available, we'll be taking directly to the premium group. From this live session, stay connected. Okay, and it's only the few spots each week opening, and I can get in where you can see all my trade, access all my courses, and also even access the indicators, the premium indicators. We had quite a few made. This is the best one. The previous one already there. We have our TF indicator, but this one is updated with direct signal generator. It's gonna give you the entry, stop loss, and take profit target at any time frame. If you don't have time, then you can use on the higher time frame, such as on the on the 1 hour or 4 hour for swing trading in anything. Alright, so we'll be talking further on that, but here I'm looking at from the intraday perspective. There is a sideway movement that you can see on gold in that area. $4,707. There might be some upside here. There might be. Okay, so here is the 15-minute candle close coming, and with a bearish engulfer in that area, that looking for this market to break that support to create a new lower low. This is a 5 minutes bearish engulfer that you can see. Okay, looking for a possible entry here as the market start to break below. Again, this is potentially a false breakout. As I mentioned earlier, this is downtrend, and we'll look for to fill that imbalance here in the market. And this is a complete imbalance that you can see in the market, which could be that the price action to break that low here in this area. Okay, so here, if you look at traders, there is a green candle and followed by bearish rejection, showing up that this market may now find that imbalance in that direction. So I'm looking at an entry shortly after. Are you ready for an entry? Here's the 5 minutes bearish engulfer here as well, which has crossed these green candles, showing up that there is an imbalance in this area. The market moves from imbalance to the imbalance. So we are looking at here to trade that. Now, 1 minute chart showing up still bearish. So there might be an extended trend continuation in that direction, right? Trend is your friend as long as you are trading. So you'll be looking at here for a trend trading opportunity. This is a complete breakup structure. This is the 1 minute price action, which is showing that there might be here an extended move back below. So there is an initial breakup structure here in that area, and seems to have broken back below. Giving any time to enter. It's a fastly moving market. the drop is faster, so there might be an entire move back below here in that area. So you're looking at this is session volume, guys. This is a stronger move, and from the 1 hour we can see the rejection of this key level. So the chances for the market to continue to drop here is higher. So with the 1 minute candle close here, we'll be looking for a pullback. So this is a current support. I'm looking for a possible entry on a pullback. If you look at the 5 minutes, the market is showing significantly in a downtrend. So if we look at sell of this level, and it's pushing back up, which might bring some opportunity to go short. And I'm gonna see that deeper pullback. Okay, so with this support level here, the market is going here back above, and with this move, if you look at quite a few long week candlestick pattern, and I would like to use here a pending order, a sell stop order, and that will give us a little bit of time and edge for this market to remain bearish, and we'll be placing our TP target on this area of imbalance, which is another key level. And here it's a sell stop, it's a pending order, guys. So I'm looking at pending order with 72 pip stop loss. So looking at this sell stop, and if the market breaks below, we will be on the trade, right? This is what we are looking at here to give us an entry in the direction of the trend. Are you guys with me? Say yes if you are. So from this trade, for those who will be able to do the risk management, or for those who will be able to know how to calculate the lot size, can get into the premium group. And so it's essential that I will be only taking the dedicated trader who are really dedicated to become a profitable trader, an informed trader. This is what we are looking at here, guys. So we looked at the sell stop here, and with this sell stop, and I have shared the same trade in the premium group. If the market breaks below this swing low, will be if the market going up, if we need to readjust our entry, we will be doing that. The goal here is not to win a trade, but to learn the process, the trading system. Thank you very much. So are you buying or what? Okay. Your music helps to come. Thank you very much. What is your bias on gold? Bearish for me today. What's yours? And in the meantime, make sure you don't miss out to subscribe to the channel. From this session, we will be, have only few spots on the mentorship each week, because I have a very highly concentrated trading system, highly concentrated strategy that any members trading here, you want them to become an informed trader. And you see that this tool, this is a trend trading entry generator, trend trading entry signal generator. With this tool, I can trade with the trend, find the trade, and also can directly take the entry, stop loss, and take profit directly from the signal. Now, to access this tool, you need just a free account on TradingView, and you can access and use that indicator as long as you are a premium member. And from this session, make sure you take this trade properly, okay, so that you can get access to that, because this is where to be a trader. Let me give you an idea. This is a sell stop, it's a pending order, so do not risk more. Usually if your account is large, 1%, or medium size account, 1%. If it is a very large account, then probably 0.25%. For a 100K account, that I would recommend 0.25% on this trade. So that means $250 risk, and then closing accordingly. All right, so that's what. See that the market is pushing up here. So if it is going up, the market the market is not little bit, I would say that highly unpredictable at the moment, due to the quite a few high impact news you guys can see, which is going on currently. Okay, so there is a big social truth post has come. The whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again. I don't want that to happen. Okay, God. So that don't want to happen, but it probably will. However, now that we have complete and total regime change, where different, smarter, and less radicalized minds prevail, maybe something revolutionary, wonderful can happen. This is what you want to see, right? Something really wonderful happen. Who knows? Yeah, that's true. No one knows what's gonna happen next. It's in superposition, right? We find out tonight one of the most important moments in the long and complex history of the world. 47 years of extortion, corruption, and death will finally end. God bless the great people of Iran. So this is what we're looking at here at the moment. Okay, and with that uncertainty, the market also behaves sometimes uncertain. We can see that it just gone up, return back, sometimes doesn't follow the technical analysis during this kind of situation. But we have the system that really protects during this time of trading, the right system that can really help you to trade in this situation. Now the market has, this is a false breakout that I would say. Now you can see that I was expecting to drop off this level, but you see there is a false breakout. So this false breakout basically signaling that as 1 hour candle close coming, that you can see the market might try to go for a wick fill. All right, so here is what you can see. Oil drop. Where did it drop? Okay, so now I wouldn't look at the oil direction yet because we don't know exactly what is the outcome is coming, though some kind of indication that we have found. So there might be the total change in that situation, so that might make oil to be a little cheaper, or you could see the trend continuation. So I will be waiting for the oil to show up clear directional bias. GBPUSD pullback. Okay, so GBPUSD, if you look at, and I was looking at on a pullback here, so you can see that GBPUSD, if you look at here with this movement, this is a daily trend line that you can see on GBPUSD, and with this move, if you look at that series of lower high on British pound US dollar, and that could be that the market is coming down here. All right, now going back to the gold, as we are on a pending order, we'll be looking to see that actually how the trade is playing out here. There is a bearish price action here that you can see, and with this bearish price action, there is a long bearish pin bar, and I think we place the sell stop here, guys. We might get a trigger along this way. The chances for this market to reverse back below. Is there any high impact news later today other than this one, like the scheduled data? I think there is no further data coming. Tomorrow coming up, NZD, official cash rate, bank rate, that also will have a significant influence on gold. And then in NY session, we'll see that FOMC meeting minutes, followed by on Thursday, core PC price index. So there is a bearish move that you can see. Okay, we might get a trigger here, guys. I'm leaving my pending order on. So sell stop placing at 4645, 464. To place another one. So the pending order is on. This is sell stop. We might get a trigger here. We see there is a sharp rejection of this key level. And Thank you very much. Okay, I'm still putting that my thank you for sharing. And this is a great way to trade, guys. Keep in mind the trading is really fun if you have the right tool and strategy, and that can give you better understanding of the market structure, better entry setup. Of this support, if you look at the market is now pushing back to the upside, that you can see here. You're going to look for a sell by market. The 1 hour candle closed with a long wick, and the market is entirely in a sideways. That you can see, it's actually the market is looking for a direction, looking for, you see there are some deadlines, so those to pass and then to see that actually where things are heading. And the market is like a living thing, so it's always look for a directional bias to see that actually where things are heading, and based on that the market will also move in the same way. And here is what we are looking at in this market. See, this is another false breakout, and with this doji formation the market now creating that downside movement here in that area. And with this movement, what we can see here, that the market might break this support. If it breaks that support, then we will be looking at that new lower low here. So if we look at any entry, I think there is a higher chance for the market to break below. We're going for a sell by market order. Still not yet. Let me see. I'm just planning, guys. Might go for it. Let me see. First of all, we would like to see this is the recent high. And okay, so I'm going for a sell by market entry. That means directly selling of this level. Stop loss keeping at 4665 with lot sizing, of course. And we'll be closing the pending order. It's just breaking out. So I've opened sell a trade by market and keeping the stop loss above this high. Okay, so here is we can see some consolidation. The market might try to break off this, but you can see that there is significant rejection of this higher price. So looking to see how the market does. It goes back up again. See that there's kind of rejection here in that area, and we'll see that what the market is doing. It's pretty volatile situation here now, and if the market drops down here back below to this support, we will be taking off the market. All right, so I'll be happy to take even with 100 pip. 90 to 100 pip will be not bad. So I'm going for a sell on gold and waiting for the market to show up that pattern here in that area. And in the meantime, if you haven't subscribed yet, you can do so. Press the notification bell so you are not missing any of the content that I'm posting every day. Also coming up, now we are doing 2 lives, guys. We want to scale up. We want to double down our trading, learning and growing as a trader. So also there is another live every single day will be just before the London session open. So don't miss out that. To access that free education, free lesson, and this live session, you can stay connected by subscribing to the channel. Also make sure you press the notification bell so you are not missing any of the content that I'm posting every day. And also in this live session, as we have few numbers can take today on the premium group. So once you are in the middle, let the trade run, and we'll be taking the dedicated member few numbers to join on the group to access the premium signal, trade ideas, education, as well as the indicators. So oil is going up now. Friday will be crazy. Thank you very much. Market is very volatile because of the uncertainty surrounding. Exactly. The market doesn't like uncertainty, though. Is trade active? Yes, I'm on trade. I'm sell by market. I closed the pending order. I sold by market. The trade is active now. Okay, so trading is all about probability, but interestingly, the market doesn't like uncertainty. It's not only the market. Human brain is designed like that. Human brain always look to see that what is white, what is black. That's how the neural pathway is created. But in fact, in reality, you can't know anything for sure at all, ever. This is the greatest ever education that you can receive. You won't be able to know anything for sure with 100% certainty. Why it is so important? Because once you truly understand that, many things will become loose. Will lose the strength, and that is powerful, right? That's helpful. All right. So here is what you can see in this area. This is where you can see the market is slowly breaking below and coming potentially down here. Okay, when I see that break below, thank you. And coming down here will give us 80 to 100 pip. Okay, I'm in profit now. My trade is in profit, and you want to take this move down back below. Here is what we're looking at in that area. Okay, here is the support level, and which is key zone that we are looking at in this market to break down back below. Cool. And I'm ready to take profit when needed. Not yet, still very early, but we want to see that break below for the downside. We see there is a bearish engulfer. The price is trying to push back again, but if this bearish engulfer plays out, you could see the market is coming down here back below to this level. Okay, so it's on a pullback, and wanna see it's coming down back below, which will give us some move in that area. It's a bounce back up here, and that is too key to see that the price action here in that area. Sometimes this kind of price action happen. It's coming to in a kind of triangular pattern formation here in that area. So that it's possible it push back again. There's a break up resistance line. For our time frame, that is what I'm looking at here for to see how the market is building its momentum here. Just stop moving. Come on. Stop loss 4665.62. Might okay, so is this a false breakout? Let's say that this is a complete sideways market, so there is not unusual to see to create a large false breakout. Okay, so there is a false breakout, and we'll see how this might move in that area. Might just range here. So it's trying to break below after cross of this resistance line. This is coming back below again. That might be potentially pretty bigger move, could see to this level. There are quite a few gaps opening as well there, you can see along the way. If there is a false breakout, you see that there is a trend line here, and off this trend line, if it is a false breakout, we could see the market coming here. But if it isn't, then we might see that after this trend line break, we could see the market to come back below here. Awesome. there's a so the market is not getting very clear directional move, and that's what you can see. I'll be holding on to that to see actually what's happening. If you look at this, another 1 minute candle jump and trying to drop back below. If it reject off that, that might bring that market back below, and you can see some kind of rejection coming, and I would like to see that. Traders, are you guys with me? Say yes if you're with me. Are you trading with me with this one? Trade active? Yes. Another opportunity for sell? Yes. Yes, there is another bearish price action that you can see. But I'm not doubling up. Thank you. I'm not doubling up here because you want to take this one successfully, guys, one by one, right? This is another technique that I use in my trading. You know, when I begin my trading, I got every trader's personality is different. You can see there's a drop. You're keeping focus here, but at the same time, I would like to share one of my experience. You know, okay. So let's first secure this position here. It's coming back below in that area, and I'm on it. And let's first, we are 37.40 pip down. Come on, it's trying to go back again. I'm gonna take the profit. It's too much big, large drop. Good move. Ready to take whatever 40 pip. I'm still on it, and I'm taking it now, right now, closing it. I'm out. Go. It's gonna, the market is like a drunk now at the moment today. So you see that there is a very, very different move that we can see, and I've taken out. Have we got how many of you here? And now coming with the part with the premium join. But let me see how many we can take today. Thank you. But one thing, guys, for those who will be in, must be trading based on the system, risk management, and there is a lot to take from here. Within 3 to 6 months, our goal is to build a trader who can trade independently. If you're dedicated to becoming, if you want to just copy my signal and make money, then please don't come. Very, very simple. But if you really want to become an independent trader who can trade yourself without any help, then come. So today in this session, I'm directly giving you the premium Telegram group link where everything, education, signal, and also the chat group available. But you can take from here today, we'll be able to take 3 members, only 3. Okay. So, and I'm not going to go for any, lottery or anything like that, because for those who are dedicated, will click first, and I'm giving the link here in the chat. This link will be only available for 3 people. First 3 people will be clicking that link, can get in. If you see the link is expired, don't worry, I do whenever place available, there is a a link available. So join every day. When your chance come, when you chance come, you will be able to get in that. And that's how you can I'm creating a new link here. So there will be 3 only people will be able to join today from this, but that's a lot, as we don't have new place. Because so holding for full TP, that's awesome. So I'm sharing the link now. All right, so for 3 people can get into that, and for those who will be joining, congratulations. For those who tried but couldn't get, don't get disappointed. There's always some space available whenever it is, but learning is there. You can also go to every content in the channel. Here everything explained very clearly. And now here in this session, we have traded, we have closed trade. Welcome. Thank you. 3 members in. So if I see 3 members already in. So for the next day, we are still on it. So we just started, guys. We still have a long way to go, so don't miss out. But as you can see, I'm coming on live twice every single day. And in this live session, there is an exclusive education that only available here in Forex Trading User Academy. As this education that you guys can see, you won't find any textbook, not at all. There's no even textbook for trading. But what you can see is experimental, observational, and experiential, right? I've observed the chart years after years, days after day, experimented the strategy, refined the strategy, tested the strategy, and then now you are implementing every single day, changing hundreds of traders' lives. So now, how can you become, that's what I was talking about myself. What about you? To become a profitable trader, first thing you need to make sure that it's not a one-day job, right? You won't be able to become a successful trader in a day. But here in Forex Trading User Academy, the system grows in a way that from day one, whoever start to trade with me, at least if you follow the instruction, if you follow the system, you won't be a losing trader, because there is a big losing curve in trading, and I know. So that's what here I have developed, that in a way that you don't lose, but you keep learning, because if you lose in the beginning, you might lose the hope. So that's why follow every instruction, every strategy that is explained in the group, and that's how you don't gonna lose, but you keep learning, so you can keep yourself on the track for an extended period of time, so that you can become, you can get your haircut, right? If you hang out long enough in the barber shop, you're gonna get a haircut anyway, and that's what it is, right? Now we see the market is still in a downtrend. Still could be that the price is potentially coming back below here in that area. Here's the move. There you can see there is a long doji. welcome to the group. So it's still showing up that the market is potentially coming below here, which could be the price is coming down here for another liquidity sweep. There is a, if you look at, there is a bearish engulfer is being still maintaining the downtrend. Chances for the market to remain downside here is very high. So it's keep pushing down back below here in that area. It looks like a large head and shoulder pattern on 15 minutes time frame. Yes, we can spot it on even the 1 minute. You see, this is a large head and shoulder. What that tells us, that large head and shoulder. There's a story behind everything, right? There's a story behind also the head and shoulder. Always look at the head and shoulder from the few angles, few perspective. And a head and shoulder on 1 minute, yes. If you see on the higher time frame, you can spot it on lower time frame as well. But the other way, no. So if you see on a lower time frame, you may not see on the higher time frame. But if you see on the higher time frame, you'll see on the lower time frame. So the head and shoulder that we can see here, this break below is in fact the product of head and shoulder. Now this head and shoulder has few features in it. Never trade head and shoulder alone. Trade with trend and also with liquidity. You know, one of the famous quote from Nikola Tesla, he's, if you look at the greatest inventors of all time, one of the top 3 you will find Nikola Tesla besides Leonardo da Vinci, right? So Nikola Tesla's one famous quote is that if you want to know the secret of the universe, then think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Right? That's all. If you go to the any subatomic level, you only have these 3 fundamental components. It's nothing else. And it's everywhere, right? Human, material, tree, bird, everywhere. This is only the component. Now, in the market, also the fundamental things that you can look at in the market. Market structure, liquidity, and price action. And the other things is just to confirm that. So if you look at the head and shoulder, then look at the trend. where the head and shoulder has formed. If you see a head and shoulder at the top of an uptrend, don't trade it. But if you see a head and shoulder at the top of a downtrend, then trade it. See, this is where you need to look at. So always the trend, wait for a break, then let the head and shoulder to form. See, this is what happened. You can see this is what I have traded. This is a downtrend, and the head and shoulder formed at the top of the downtrend. So the downtrend is here, market has gone and it formed here. And also this is the trend, and also it has, if you look at the liquidity component in it, right? It has liquidity. How do you know that it has liquidity? See how many times it got rejected of this level. All right, whenever it's going up, grabbing that liquidity and rejecting back below. And that is giving it a momentum. Which, look at the momentum, right? Momentum is very important in terms of the market. If you want to trade in a stronger momentum market. Yeah. Sure. Now the market here, with this extended consolidation, we had earlier one trade here as well. So second trade. Okay. Now I'd like to delete that levels, and we'll see that the trade that we have opened now. This is 1 hour market structure, also closing another candlestick pattern from the 1 hour perspective. And this price action that you can see, there is an extended consolidation here. But in that consolidation, guys, one thing that you can spot. What is that? See that? This is the drop. And then on Friday created this high, and then it extended over and then dropped. This is sideway market here in that area. Yes, a series of higher low on 5 minutes time frame. This is what we can see here in the video, series of higher low. And that series of higher low, if you look at, it's a pretty big move. And with this move that you can see, with this trend line, it has formed a kind of triangular pattern here in that you can see in this area. And that is key here that I'm looking at. If we look at another entry, you want to see now another breakout structure. That might be coming, right? We can see there is a 1 hour candle close coming. The market is still trending in that area. WTI is currently moving in a sideways, but we might see that sideways market, the market might potentially go here back above. And with the gold, if the oil is going up, gold is potentially to going down here. It's creating few more rejection in that area. Breaking back above before the 1 hour close, potentially to bounce back. I'm deleting those levels here again to see actually what kind of price action it is creating. This is a 1 hour market structure that you can see, and it is forming a doji. What is the dollar doing? Dollar index, potentially we can see kind of sideways movement on dollar index, and on gold, which is reflecting. So if you look at both, that might be here might be daunting. So here is what you can see the market is. But I'm specifically with the 1 hour chart. If you guys look at here, from the 1 hour, it's creating a series of lower high and also higher low. So this is an inside bar formation, you know, with like a bird like shape that you can see, right? With a head, beak, leg, this is another leg. It's kind of okay. So you can see what's that pattern here. Triceratops. What was the dinosaur name? Triceratops. Yeah, like this one. So like this one here, right? Triceratops. So it is Triceratops pattern. Same way. Okay. So then interesting. Exactly that one. Bring that away. See, exactly the same pattern as Triceratops. Let me upload it on the chart. Let's match it, and then we will be looking at another entry. Yeah, that's what it is, guys. You see, exactly the same one. So it's Triceratops pattern. So you can you can trade that later. It's a new pattern that formed. It's called the Triceratops. Golden dinosaur. It's also golden. Just we need to reverse this horn to downside. So the candle close and your new price pattern. Tries. And with this breakout, the market is slowly breaking below of this level. Yeah, so this is a complete Triceratops pattern that you can see here in that market. So it's hit breakup support, and that is bringing that market further lower here for a new lower low that you can see, and that might be bringing the price further downside. And if you look at here, so this was a complete false breakout that you can see that the market has made. And that false breakout has brought that market below here that you can see in that area. And it's now approaching this support and in the downtrend, maintaining its downtrend. And the chances that if you look at the 4 hour, it just closed this 4 hour candle. The new one has opened, and we see that the price is eventually breaking that support, giving a higher possibility for this market to remain downside here. Now for me to re-enter again, this is the level that I'm looking at, around this area, for the price to go ahead and retest that, and then to give us another selling opportunity in that area. Yeah, that's fine. So that's a massive drop that you can see on the lower time frame, and that might be bringing that market back below here. And I'm looking at another entry potentially with price action confirmation. You can see that this is the 1 minute price action, and there is a significant drop. We'll be looking for a pullback and then to give us another sell. Here, I think it's going to close. Pretty big red candle. It might now push back as it has reached that lowest point. We see there was a false breakout in the past, and so it's a significant drop that you can see just melting down back below. Okay, so now the market has entirely broken that support level, and if we look at reviewing our potential market direction here, let's go to a few high impact news. So here is the breaking news terms. Once Iran's whole civilization will die tonight, and it is right. Okay, so here is the move that we are seeing in that area. Candle close, and it's trying to push back here on the 5 minutes that you can see in this area, and this move is important, this 5 minutes price action, as the 15 minutes candle close coming with a bigger move here that we could see now a pullback. That pullback is important to look at. This 5 minutes candle, how it is closing will determine if the market going back below further, or you could see that going again. I'm looking at another entry here, guys. If it gives us the high quality entry, quality is more important than quantity in trading. Patience is key. More often we take quite a few trades. Today also we have taken, but the most important in the previous session we have taken here. I didn't record it. The market is trying to break above here, and if the price is going here and rejecting back below, that can bring another potential for further bearish move. So this is extended back below. The bull doesn't look to me very strong, so there might be here in that area further downside that you can see bearish price action being formed. And just eventually bringing that market back below. So I'm looking at here in that area for a downtrending move. Okay, so we are looking to see some significant movement. Okay, now going back to our the move here that you can see in that area, and this is a from the lower time frame, which is a bearish engulfer that you can see the market is printing here, and that could be pretty stronger move that we might see here. You guys see that it's trending back below, and with the trend back below, the market may eventually come back below to this support level here to create a new lower low. And with that lower low creation, as you are progressing towards busy session, I'd like to see you there, guys. Again, I'm coming here every single day twice now, in London session and in NY session, so don't miss out both sessions that I'm coming on. We have a heaps of trade education. We have 3 lucky members here on the group, and also stay connected from the free Telegram. I do share many of my secret trading system, and also many of the ideas that you can see 1 hour as well. Yes, head and shoulder pattern, yep, that you can see. Free Telegram link I have shared with you, where also during the Sunday session, Zoom session, also many of the ideas being shared, and also for those who will be joining the Sunday Zoom session, also can get access to the exclusive premium group entry from that Sunday's Zoom class, in addition to this live session here. Thanks for joining here. It's a great trading day, and there might be more coming later, and I'm sharing in the group as usual all trade that I will be opening. Thanks for joining here. See you soon, and I hope that you enjoyed. Definitely we had an incredible trade that we have just closed in profit.